Have you heard about this Bobrisky scandal?
The allegations of the
Is it allegation?
Allegations that some officers.
EFCC, plenty people here to now. Since yesterday that I posted that we protest against EFCC, a lot of people have reached out to me. My DM don't full. That means you people have been doing a lot of people bad.
I went there that same morning because me, I don't trust EFCC with this matter. I know they are just playing the script, and I have absolutely no confidence in them anymore. So I drove there myself.
See, I just observe the whole saga since, and I can tell you for free. For you to see VDM support our get sense, now by 4 different connections, at least 90% of his followers are dumb.
From your own experience, how much of a truth are you able to derive from some of the narrative in terms of what happens in the prisons, your prison experience, and what do you think goes on behind the bars?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News. Before we dive into the news and the trending gist of today on how VDM is leading protests to the Nigeria Efcc office, because all this magomago in this Efcc they do, we don't understand. But first of all, let's rejoice together. This is the YouTube. I don't know, so I love me like this. This is the YouTube award. I never even want to boss them because I say they brought it about 3 days ago. So I already make videos. I don't know how to quickly just post this one, but I just say my unboxing for on our front. While waiting for the latest gist, guys, let's do this. I just want to quickly appreciate all of you that subscribe for your love, for your comments, for always sharing. This is the reward for the good job. I love you guys. Thank you. See, I'll put them for neck like this so that people will see, say, this guy have worked so hard for 100,000 subscribers. Guys, I love you. I love you. God love you more. Whatever you desire good, may God grant it to you in an easy way. May I read with the right? Say, presented to Plan B TV for passing 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. I know that I'm feeling like this. I'm so happy. Anyway, might not take your time because the joy is just too much. No, might talk the news like this. The latest news of today is that VDM said he will not let this slide. That the EFCC, the person who received that account, he will provide that. You know, we talked about it in our previous video, the full videos on how the honorable tried question VDM and all of that. So, but in this particular video, the Nigerian officials is now making mockery of the EFCC. Let's say this particular man of the NNPP, what he's saying is really funny, but I want you guys to watch this video.
Is it not? Have you heard about this Bobrisky scandal?
The allegations of the
Is it allegation?
Allegations that some officers
Is this in the Ministry of Internal?
Interior? Yes,
Interior.
it's under the House of Reps is probing it. It's under the Ministry of Interior, the National Correctional Service.
Do you know that they can sentence you and don't go to prison in Nigeria?
Oh my God!
Do you know that you can pay money to be pardoned?
It happens really. So you can bribe your way.
Asking me.
So you know a lot. I'm just a young person. So you've seen a lot and you've heard a lot. And you're a very powerful man in this country.
This is very contemporary.
Yes, I don't know everything. So I'm learning that there in a Nigeria that will belong.
Can you tell me?
Now, not just him, another person. People are calling the EFCC out now because the prison official is trying to take a drastic actions on their own part, but the EFCC is trying to cover it up for themselves because this is a big slap on their. I don't know if this makes sense. So anyway, no mind me now. Overjoyed they do me. So the other officials are saying, okay, well, let's do this like this. But the EFCC is saying they want to investigate themselves. After finishing investigating themselves, I don't know what kind of investigation they did. They just came out and say, we remove this because of this. You already know or knew that you removed this because of this. Then why did you even come out to say you want to do investigation in the first place? You could have just released a statement and say, no, this is why we do this. This is why we do this. Why invest? What was the investigation there? The case was already in your court. Ah, God. In my native language, there is a parable that says, if a thief is helping you to find what is stole, you know if you see what you find. I don't know how to put it. Anyway, the most important thing here is that VDM is saying that they will storm EFCC office to find out why the EFCC they do this. And all Nigerians, I don't know why nobody's talking about this. All Yahoo boys who EFCC don't carry, all of you know when EFCC they disturb. It is time for you to also cry out so that the EFCC will be probed and investigated and persecuted. Now, not the talk. I want you guys to watch this particular video of VDM. We'll be right back.
EFCC, plenty people hate you now. Since yesterday that I posted that we protest against EFCC, a lot of people have reached out to me. My DM don't full. That means you people have been doing a lot of people bad. Now, let me give you people the guidelines of the protest. We are protesting against EFCC. We are not protesting against Nigerians. Do you understand? Against EFCC. So it will be against all the EFCC office in the whole 36 states of Nigeria. Do you understand? No be the one where you go protest, you go block road, where taxpayers won't go work, where people won't collect salary won't go work. Front of every EFCC office in Nigeria. If you go stay for road and you sabi, police go pick you. Now, una EFCC get problem. No be una and everybody for country. That's number one. Number two, a date will not be announced. Let me tell you how it will work. Everybody should just be alert. You understand? When I just get them for mind. The day when I just post video from Abuja Pram, just let you know say we don't mount. From the next day, make una self mount. You know, say the reason why end bad governance protests fail na because say government don't contain them. Because when I announce the date, even this 1st of October will still cast. You understand? Because a date has been announced, so the government will contain it. So this my EFCC own now. You understand? You know, we get time. Because just say we don't run go the headquarters, don't do one. We do one for headquarters, but then when I said we just from every 36 states, when I said we just start on our own immediately. Like I said, only EFCC office alone. Nobody say when I go gather on ourselves, put for road. Sure you get the point. Now EFCC boss, I want you to watch
the outcome of this case, but the right thing must be done. If we don't see this case through, I won't have any moral right to accuse anybody of corruption in Nigeria. I will resign.
So, in your own words, you said if you don't see the case through, that you won't have any moral right to accuse anybody of corruption. You won't have any moral right to accuse anybody, and you will resign. In your own words. So, you are not a man of your word, because and you have been arresting a lot of boys. Look at your page. And since then, you have been arresting a lot of boys. Do you understand? So, if anybody, listen to me, if any EFCC come in a house, come arrest anybody or your compound as a young boy, you understand? Mona no grill, mona gather them, yes, mona no fight them, but mona no let them pick anybody. The reason for this is this. The reason for the protest is simple. You cannot be showing power to us, young people. You understand? Both the innocent and the non-innocent. That being said, a lot of them are involved in cybercrime. A lot of youths, people are involved in cybercrime. Someone knows to sit down and know they exist. Do you understand? Yes, companies are being attacked on a daily, foreign companies on a daily from Nigerians. Yes, that being said, but a lot of young people too that are innocent have also been a victim of EFCC, which I know some. You understand? And sometimes these people go bail themselves. Now, when I did for Isai Cell, you get some boys say they did Isai Cell with me. You understand? Now, when that NCCC catch them, they say, if na EFCC, they go don't come out. Because EFCC go post them, according to them, EFCC go post them online as say they don't catch them. But they will still let them go for back after they pay some certain amount of money. So how do you fight financial crime like that when you are just using them to balance your checkbooks? You understand? It makes no sense. So the reason for the protest is simple, and you don't hear the guidelines. Nobody should go and block road. If you block road, you don't cast. EFCC office alone. You could just stay for the front. You understand? Nobody they go in, nobody they go out. I gather on ourselves park for there. But the date, I no go see date. When I just keep on our finger crossed. If I just post it, if I just say men mount for Abuja and video just drop online. Mona start on our own. Peace and love.
It is not just that. I also want you guys to watch Sheun podcast. What he said when he was interviewing this guy, and what this guy said in all of this that is playing out between VDM, Bobrisky, and Fast the Bad Guy, EFCC, and all of them. I just want you guys to watch this particular video.
So VDM, if found guilty,
Yes.
the minimum year that you could spend in prison is 2 years.
It's 2 years.
In the eye of the law, with paying fine.
No, you know, by the provisions of the criminal code and the penal code.
penal
In this instance, now the penal code.
Penal
the
code.
penal code says a period not extending 2 years, which means the maximum penalty would be 2 years, or alongside the fine. However, for Cyber Crimes Prohibition Act, which is under Section 24, that one provides for a period extending to 3 years, equally with fine, or either of the two.
And if you found guilty of the two offenses from the two different laws, you might be made to serve it concurrently.
Now, basically, if you understand why I said it, I said a charge could have more than one count.
One count, yeah.
And each defamatory comment comes with a count.
Yeah.
If, for example, he says Mr. Falana allegedly, as he said, took money. That is first comment. That is first count. If he now goes forth again to now say that Fowles allegedly is a homosexual, that comment equally again comes with a different count. So for each count, the court will be made to make a finding of guilt.
We measure the
we'll measure the evidence,
the punishment.
But when after considering if the court is fine that evidence has established beyond reasonable doubt that indeed VDM did make the comment. And one very important aspect of this issue is the fact that VDM, in that voice note, in that voice of that video he made, did say he does not believe, he does not want to believe. That statement, I do not want to believe, is actually a very important statement when it comes to defamation, because defamation is you making publication of a defamatory comment, injurious comment, which you do not believe to be true,
and you publish
it either maliciously, intentionally.
If you don't believe, why publish?
So you first of all must be convinced that this comment or publication you are about to make about a particular individual.
From your own experience, how much of a truth are you able to derive from some of the narrative in terms of what happens in the prisons, your prison experience, and what do you think goes on behind the bars?
First, I wasn't in prison as a convict. I was awaiting trial, being charged by the military government for allegedly trying to sabotage the government. So we were held in Jos prison for about within 2 to 3 months. And in prison, you have different sections. You have the privileged section, is a cell where former President Obasanjo spent time in Jos prison, was known as the executive cell. It's got television, it's got everything. The awaiting trial section has a bit of privilege where you can go to court, you can see the light of the day. Then you have the convict section. So even the way they serve food is different from these different areas. Then you now have those privileged people who are sentenced that you never set your eyes on. You only set your eyes on them during the counting period, when you have to have the roll call. Then they disappear into 10 years, then they appear again for roll call. You wonder where have they been. So we shouldn't be shocked. We should just be thankful that we are having a first-hand evidence, so to say, in terms of a sort of confession by someone who is privileged to have enjoyed what has been happening for a long time.
I also want you guys to understand that VDM will be intimidated. And a lot of people are speaking out, and also some are criticizing VDM. He will be intimidated and they want to cast fear on him. Because, there are 2 or 3 activists in Nigeria that are really active. VDM, Omowore Sowore, and Seun Kuti. The of them all is Nnamdi Kanu. But Nnamdi Kanu have been pinned down, and they are looking for everything to pin VDM. The reason I'm telling you that they have not pinned VDM is because VDM is not centering its focus on federal. Seun Kuti, they do in own, they go. But the main person with the whole federal accountable is Omowore Sowore and Nnamdi Kanu. Those are the people when federal feel they arrest unlawfully. If it is to federal anyhow, they for Tete. But I want you guys to watch how ungrateful some Nigerians are and how this guy is coming out to criticize VDM, saying that VDM, they will lock him out, VDM is this, VDM is that. I was like, oh God, why me? Many take care. I want you guys to watch this video. We'll be right back.
See, I just observe the whole saga, and I can tell you for free. For you to see VDM support our get sense, now by 4 different connections, at least 90% of his followers are dumb. Let's not take away the fact that, sometimes he gets it right, at some points. We can't take that away from him. Before I continue, Minister of Interior, kudos to you. I heard, according to the people, you are doing a great job. But leave all this serene when you do around this saga, strictly politically inclined, strongly politically inclined, and you have been campaigned for. That is fine. Back to the main issue. If Files Bossat just arrest this boy, that is oppression. If Files Bossat just file a lawsuit once, the public can say that is oppression. You made a statement, which this is not the first time. Okay, listen. The people contributed money for Don Jazzy, for Bobrisky, Don Jazzy, Tiwa, Yemoli, those people you mentioned. When you were making that video, you didn't make that video to make it look like they are contributing money for this person because maybe they are sleeping with this person. You didn't make use of the word if. It may be because if you are contributing money for Bobrisky, that means you guys are sleeping with Bobrisky. You didn't make it sound that way, so there was no defamation there. Now, Faz is saying, I'm not fighting with you. I don't have an issue with you playing the audio. You made a statement. You instigated a thought to the public that I'm gay. You have 24 hours to make that. You have 24 hours to make that correction. Very simple. So let's say you don't make that apology video since we strictly focus on this Bobrisky saga. But no, because you are not doing it for justice, you are doing it because of personal beef. Because if you are doing it for justice, at the first time you had that video, even without the whole money case, you could have released the audio. But you are doing it for revenge, because now you give Bobrisky 24 hours to make payment unless you will release something. Which means if Bobrisky had paid the money already, within the 24 hours you gave to him, you could have kept the video to yourself. So are you really fighting for justice? Or you are doing everything around your normal clouting, Or, because think about it now, if Bobrisky had paid, you for not release that video. Because you had the video since, you not release them. You just the shaky Bobrisky go pay, not pay. So it's like more of a personal beef, and the mind games, which is the poor versus the rich, that you are always putting in the likes of the public. They will fall for it because we have more poor people in the country than the rich people. And you know what really affected you with this first issue? Whenever you have issue with someone, you must rub it on another person. You had issue with your love, you rubbed it on Shey Vudi. I'm not a follower of Shey Vudi. I don't even follow him on Instagram. But you rubbed it on Shey Vudi. Why? You say you were in prison, they reached out to Shey Vudi. He said he didn't come through because, the government, it was a federal case. As a wise businessman, normally, why will you get involved in a case that has to do with the government? If they start to file him with tax, if the government decide to scatter his building and say his business building is encroaching on government soil, you won't be there for him. So as a wise businessman, what do? I can't get involved in this. I'm sorry. Understandable, But at first, when he call you come office, you ran there humbly. Now, why I really sorry for this Minister of Interior? Because the same thing you do with Shey Vudi, now you do with this person. Do you understand? And there's one card you usually play. Guys, let me tell you the card. So this is the card. You provoke these elderly people, and for the fact that they can't talk to you, they will now have to redirect the statement to your upbringing. You know, that's the card you usually play. So you provoke these people to have a conversation with you that will not lead to your upbringing. Then the next thing you say, then insult your mama. Do you understand? So me, I'm not really a fan of insulting people's mother. But these elderly people, when you always they attack, remember they are people's father, they are people's mother, you know. And I believe saying what you they expect that fathers to do, so that you can't get leverage to run on their parents like you usually do, or get leverage to start to insult them like you usually do, you know. But this is a trick for poor people. You know, now why I say, look all the followers, just go through the comment section. Anybody where the supporter, open the profile. You will see what I'm talking about. Do you understand? So stop with the mind games. If you are really looking for justice, apologize to Fowles and continue with the Bobrisky case, which I don't believe you are looking for justice. You are looking for personal beef, and that is it. That's my take on the whole issue. You like it or not, it's not my fucking business. Wait, I want to talk. We get insult when I don't insult when I never insult me for. If you not to stress me, I pick my bag, I fly go one.
This particular video, the husband of this either Ikechi Bless, I don't know. After this particular video he made, a lot of people, if you go to the comment section, people are calling him Dido. So Nigerians are not guessing at you. They are calling him Dido. Oga, Dido, if you don't finish, go meet your madam. So they call her vibrator. They call him all kinds of names. But to be sincere, why will him come out to do videos like this? Everybody just want Nigeria to be corrupt, but crying inside their house. They don't want, if you see Nigerian governments, they stop billion, just be in your room and complain. Just argue it with your friend. Don't say it as a public. That's what Nigeria wants. Immediately you come out to speak in public or to cry out, the same Nigeria that are complaining of hunger will be criticizing you. I posted a video of one woman saying, oh, there is hunger, I've not eaten. Tinubu, why this? Some people say, enter house. Nigerians don't have one voice. That is our biggest problem. Anyway, I want you guys to comment your thoughts. What do you think about our Uncle Dido? I mean, me call it Dido allegedly, Uncle allegedly Dido, or Uncle allegedly Vibrator. What do you guys think about what he said? And that guy that spoke on Sheun podcast, what do you think about what he said? And feeding him and the NNPP man. So what do you guys think about all of this after you process it, digest it? What do you guys think? I want you guys to comment it in the comment section. All right, we love you guys. Remember, we will follow this case to the very end. Every slight update like this, I'm coming to give you guys so that you guys will know that how corrupt is the Nigeria system. This new chief judge, this is the first case that he will be handling, and that of the Edo State rigging APC election. So there is a case before you, madam. So we will watch how you're going to fight justice for Nigeria. And you said you will sweep out corruption in the Nigeria judicial system or Nigeria, in the Nigeria entirely. So there is a case before you. We will see how you're going to judge it. If maybe some people, because they have love fame, they can oppress, or because some people they be mad, they get Bobby, they can also use influence to oppress. So we are here to witness how this court case is going to play out. Immediately after this one came out, Jeremiah held the happy they go because nobody talk about his own matter again. Anyway, I love you guys. God love you more. If you love us, the only way you can show your love to us is to subscribe and take us to 1 million. This one is silver. So maybe if we get 1 million, they'll give us gold. Then if we get 10 million, they'll give us diamond. But the most important thing here is that I never really see blogger we carry good. We carry good. Say blogger get 1 million. Maybe I will break that record. You guys should keep on subscribing. I love you guys. Thank you very much for this award. I sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. Without you guys, there is no me. You guys make it happen, and they brought this award just in a short while. I've been on YouTube for the past 6 years. So the thing just came to my mind. I said, okay, for good 6 years, I was having 53 or 54,000 subscribers for good 6 years. Just this year, The thing came to my mind. I said, why not beg people to subscribe? Every time I was beg, please subscribe, please subscribe. The subscriber will just moving, a movie. And now we are here. Just within the space of 6 months, I gained nothing less than, I think, 47,000 subscribers. You guys make it happen. Thank you very much. I love you guys, and God love you more. If you love me, the only way you can show your love to me is to subscribe and take me to 1 million. I think 100,000, they fight for 1 million. I even they say 150,000. My vision is big. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. In the name of Jesus, subscribe. I'm a choosing. I love you guys. If you guys need updates about I'm choosing, I will make a videos about that. If you need updates about Pastor Jeremiah, be Prophet Jeremiah Motofufi, I also make update about that. If anything you just need, comment it in the comment section. I'll be right here to update you guys. I love you guys. Once again, I say thank you. I love you guys. Peace out.
I went there that same morning because me, I don't trust the Efcc with this matter. I know they are just playing the script, and I have absolutely no confidence in them anymore. So I drove there myself. Where did I park, Dr. Abati? I parked at the car park. They told me that Yaya Bello was there with Governor Dodo, and that people were hailing him, including the EFCC staff, calling him white lion, white lion, white lion. And he stayed there for 4 hours. He interacted with the chief of staff. I don't know where the chairman, my learned friend, Olanikpeku Olukoyede was. He interacted with his chief of staff, who told him to go home. Only for that same person to go to the Kogi State Governor's Lodge to ask the same person who had presented himself, who had said, whenever you need me, they told him that if we need you, that's what police do. I don't know the kind of training the EFCC officers have. If we need you, we will call you. I am here. Call me, I will come. No, they brought their full Nollywood crew, basically, to come and stage a fake arrest. And he said, no, I will go there myself. Did I not come there in the morning? Then they started shooting in a residential neighborhood.
Jesse Tega, well, as counsel, what will you advise?
Yes,
will you say that former Governor Yaya Bello should at least make the attempt again of either going back to the EFCC to fulfill all righteousness or show up in court? What will you advise?
Yaya Bello, Dr. Abati, is good. Yaya Bello is in court. This is the irony of this narrative. Yaya Bello has never been a fugitive from justice. I interacted with Yaya Bello. According to Yaya Bello, this is he's not a lawyer. He's a highly intelligent man, but he's not a lawyer. He said he has credible evidence, intelligence, that people are trying to harm him under the guise of fighting corruption. Now, that sort of statement is not really, it's a bit too generalized to a lawyer.
Okay, quickly, let me clarify something. Let me clarify something. Are you part of Yaya Bello's legal team? Are you a member of his legal team?
No. He's not at all. He's a very, very good friend of mine. Someone who respects me greatly.
Oh, okay. So that's
and
your bona.
He's my fellow party man.
Oh, okay. That's your bona fide.
He's my fellow party man and my fellow Baptist, my fellow supporter of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu.
I see. Okay, very quickly. One of the narratives that former Governor Yaya Bello's supporters have been putting out there is that this is a case of political persecution. They have said, look, there have been issues about misappropriation of funds in Kano State, in Benue State, in other states, in Kaduna State, for example. That why is it only Yaya Bello?
Yeah.
But that argument would seem to have fallen flat because this week, or rather a few days ago, we have heard that the EFCC has arrested and detained former governor of Taraba State, Darius Ishako, over the misappropriation of local government funds up to the tune of 27 billion naira. Is it a difference in law to say, why are you coming after me? Why not the other man?
As you probably even know better than me, Dr. Abati, justice must not only be done, but must be seen to be done. When the law enforcement seems to be executing selective justice, well, it makes everyone lose confidence in the system. In the case of former Governor Yaya Bello, I mean, it is so clear, crystal clear, that it is a hatchet job that the EFCC is up to. The person that you declared wanted, I mean, Ruben, try to wrap your head around this absolutely clumsy, bizarre scenario. You declared someone wanted. You tarnished his reputation. You subjected him to a media trial. The person comes to your office, says, here I am, and you tell him to go home. Then at night you go to attack him, start shooting in the residential neighborhood. That person in law, and I challenge any lawyer to refute that. That person in law is entitled to feel you are trying to assassinate him. Why didn't you just take me to custody if you are so desperate to have me? I have come to the police station. You did not arrest me. You told me to go back to my flat. Then in the middle of the night you start shooting. You want to kill me. I have a right to self-preservation, for God's sake. That is a fundamental human right. That's Yaya Bello's fundamental human right. Now, this narrative of Yaya Bello running from the law. Do you know how people run from the law? You run from the law by thumbing your finger at the court. You don't go briefing lawyers to go and represent you in court. Yaya Bello has been in court all this while. He's not a fugitive. He's not running from anything. He's not even the kind of person that runs from anyone or anything. So this old narrative, I don't know what the hell is going on in that EFCC. If they are not jailing cross-dressers or bargaining plea bargain deals with bartenders, then we hear that they have collected 15 million from a cross-dresser to drop charges. I mean, it is a cesspit of corruption. We need to shake the EFCC down from top to bottom. And with due respect to my learned colleague, Ola Olukoyede, I would say anytime, any day is, you see, if the problem we have in life, generally in this country, we do not learn from hindsight. Many have gone. It's something that people used to write in those luxurious buses in those days. Let him go down memory lane and see where his predecessors ended up. In fact, in his own case, he is by far the worst head in that agency. Well, he's brought it into disrepute and disgrace.